Hey there, it's Mindy. Thanks for stopping back to my channel. Today we are going to be renovating the Sigworth home here in Strangerville. This is going to be for my save file. So I just wanted to give you guys a before tour of the Sigworth home, which is in desperate need of help. It is super ugly. But before I do that, let's take a look at the Sigworth family here. So we have Jess Sigworth, and Jess wants to have a successful lineage, and let's check out her aspirations or her traits. She is family oriented, outgoing, active, domestic, and she's currently infected. So that's Jess. Dad over here is Dylan Sigworth. He is a nerd brain, and he is a genius, a bookworm, perfectionist, and a quick learner. And then they have a little child, Christy Sigworth. Christy wants to be an artistic prodigy, and she is active. So that is the Sigworth family. Let's go ahead and take a tour into their home really fast and see what's going on here, because like I said, it is in desperate need of help. So when we first walk up here, we are kind of just hit in the face with this really super boring door, which is really cute, but not for a front door. And then when we first walk in, there's like this really long hallway that goes all the way back here. And I actually think this is the house that is this the house that was like exactly the same, I think, as one of the other houses? Maybe not, but this house looks pretty familiar, so I'm thinking it's probably one of those base games that they just pretty much copied. So over here is like the living area. There's a kitchen, or a kitchen table, and then in here is just a kitchen. What does this lead to? This leads to the outdoor where looks like there's a little patio area. So yeah, this home is really awkward, and it's not laid out the best. So right here, if we go in through this door, is a bathroom. Kind of, I don't know, this bathroom's like creepy looking to me. So there's a bathroom right over there, and then if we come back toward the front of the house, in through this room, it has what looks to maybe be Christy's room. At least I would hope so. Unless her dad's like sleeping here, that'd be a little bit weird. So this is their daughter Christy's room. And then, of course, we have their room right here. And it's just very boring. It's very blah. It's gross looking. It has no character to it. So we are going to change all of that. Yeah, and I'm excited to do this one. I'm excited to renovate this. So with that being said, let's hop on over to renovations. Alright guys, so we are back. We are renovating the Sigworth home. I kind of imagined this home to be like an old Victorian style home, and it was renovated unlike some of the other, well, I should say the only other speed build that I did in Strangerville. It was an old Victorian type home, and I just kind of left it as is. I kind of made it look a little bit old on purpose, but this one I kind of imagined it was renovated before the Sigworth family moved in. I also have a really cool backstory for the Sigworth family. So the Sigworths moved in, they were relocated here because mom is in the military. They have a daughter named Christy, and Christy is best friends with Jackson. If you don't know who Jackson is, he is part of a family that I built on my it's called Stranger Green, and it's a speed build that I did last week, I believe, in Strangerville, and it's about a single mom who moved to Strangerville, and she basically just like goes with the flow, but Jackson kind of like sees that there's something strange going on, and he's not all about Strangerville. However, on the opposite ends, we have the Sigworth family, who is all about Strangerville. They just kind of turn a blind eye to everything. They're very like patriotic. They're very loyal to Strangerville. She's very loyal to the Strangerville military. And Christy is as well. So I thought it would be a really fun dynamic for Christy and Jackson to be really good friends, or maybe have like a romantic relationship. later on in their relationship, and that's kind of what I was going for. I just thought it'd be really fun because you have Jackson, who is kind of seeing that things are looking a little bit weird in Strangerville, and then you have Christy, who's very patriotic and very loyal to Strangerville. So yeah, it's kind of what I was going for, and this is a beautiful two-bedroom home. It is bright yellow and green, which I absolutely love. It definitely has the Victorian feel to it. It's very open, which I guess you don't really see in like Victorian style homes. But again, I liked the idea that maybe it was renovated. I wanted to have at least one renovated type home here in Strangerville, and this is kind of what I was going for. Also, if you guys want to check out the country club that I built in Strangerville, I did upload a tour to that a couple days ago, so be sure to check that out as well. All of this will be on my game file, and do not worry, when I upload my game file, I'm going to go world by world, and once I complete each world, we're going to go over and we're going to meet all of the neighbors in that world, and they all have unique stories, they all have friends, they all have relationships and skills, backstories, so I'm not just throwing people into this world. I really wanted, like, my game file has been kind of like my baby, so I really wanted to give it something unique, something different than everybody else's game file. I really just wanted everybody to have relationships and have backstories, and I thought that would just make it a little bit more fun for play. So there are, in almost, I think Strangerville does not have an empty lot in it. I have pretty much built all of Strangerville, so but there are some base game builds in here, and there are some starter homes as well, so don't worry, I have a little bit of everything for everybody. And I've also been considering of doing like one world nothing but base game. So for like, is it Windenburg, I thought about doing just base game and get together stuff. That way, if you don't have all of the packs, that's fine. I just wanted to give you guys a little bit of something too, so you don't feel completely left out or you can't upload all of my houses. I try to get base game builds in every now and again, but for my game save file, I do have everything pretty much included on all of my houses, but I'm trying to be conscious of that. So, yeah, there will be something for everybody, but I'm really excited for this game file. Everything is like coming together so nicely, and I love it because I get an opportunity to basically play with every family in my game pack, which is a lot of fun, in my game save file, I should say, because they're all people that I've created or people that I've renovated or redone or, whatever the case may be, which I'm super excited for because after we do the houses, then I'm going to start going in and renovating some of the townies, which I will be doing tons of cast videos on. So yeah, I'm just super excited about where this is going, and I can't wait. It's going to be a while though, guys. I'm not going to lie. It's going to take a lot of time for me to finish this game save file because there's a lot of detail going into it, which I'm really proud of. I think this is going to be like my first really big accomplishment. So with that being said, you've kind of seen the kitchen come together, and I really like the idea of using the Victorian style countertops, but yet making it a little bit more modern and clean and put together. This home does not have a lot of clutter in it, which for me is kind of different because I love to clutter my homes, but I just imagined the Sigworth family being very like clean and put together, and that's kind of what I was going for. The dad is a stay-at-home dad. I don't think I'm gonna make him get a job in this. He's just gonna like hang out at home and take care of things at home while his wife is working. And yeah, he'll get to spend a ton of time with Christy, their daughter. So yeah, that's what I was going for. But you guys, I'm just like over the moon about everything that's going on with my Sims channel. I also, if you follow me on Twitter, if you don't follow me, make sure that you follow me. I will put a link below. But I did just release a schedule for my channel. So Monday through Saturday, I will have a Let's Play coming out every day. I'm only doing one Let's Play at a time, just because I don't want things to be too confusing. I might start up like a mini Let's Play on my streams. So Monday through Saturday, there will be a Let's Play released on my channel every day. Wednesdays and Fridays are going to be speed builds for my game files, and possibly in between. It just depends on what's going on. And then I will be streaming Fridays and Saturdays, and those are going to be things like the cast builds. Even though I'm streaming on Twitch, I will put those videos on YouTube for you guys. That's probably where I'm going to do a lot of my townie makeovers, I think. I love streaming, so I don't know. I don't know yet. And this schedule is subject to change, just depending on what's going on in my life, how I'm feeling like mentally, and of course, spending time with my family and everything. So I've kind of declared Sundays to be like my pre-recording days where I will get my records done for the week. Hopefully, but it takes a lot of time to record 6 videos and edit all of them. I'm not gonna lie. Because you have to figure, like, at least my Let's Plays are about 30 minutes long. So, recording all of those and then editing them, it just takes a lot of time. So, I still have to make time for my family as well. But I'm really hoping that the more effort I put into my channel, the more just positive feedback I get out of it. I've absolutely loved having my YouTube channel. It's been such like a release for me. It's been such a, I don't know how to explain it, like a de-stressor, I guess. So, yeah, with all of that being said, again, I'm kind of rambling. I know, you're watching everything come together. The dining room table is kind of like right in the entranceway, which I thought was a little bit weird, but it's right off of the kitchen too. So it's not a big deal, and it's offset from the front door. So I figured that it would be okay doing it that way. The living room is very open. This whole area is pretty open. It's not really closed off at all. So I had a hard time figuring out what to do with everything and where to put everything. It's just so large. But I think in the end it comes together quite nicely. Again, it's not very cluttered. It's very clean and just put together. I don't really think it's like a modern build. It's like a traditional style build, but I feel like from room to room the styles kind of differ, which I also feel like is kind of like real life, because I can tell you now, like, the styles in our household, well, I don't think we really have a style, but, if I could pick, I don't think our styles, like, in our household would go together. So, um, but yeah, that's kind of what I was doing. And then here in the living room, I did eventually have to, like, take a break, and I walk away and decide to do Christy's room for a while because I just couldn't figure out what to put in that extra space. And eventually you will see me come back and work on that. I started to put a laptop on this desk, and then I decided against it. I wanted a stationary computer. But I am going to throw a laptop in the parents' bedroom. So, that way, since mom being in the military, she can take her laptop with her wherever she goes. Now, in this game save file, mom is possessed. It's a little bit weird because they're very, like, patriotic and they love Strangerville, but mom's possessed, and yeah, they're just kind of like turning a blind eye toward everything. So, it's interesting, but it was really funny because I had the family, they had all had their showers and eaten dinner and everything was done, and I put them all in their pajamas and they were watching a movie, and mom got possessed. And it was so funny because dad and Christy just like got up and left. Like, dad went to go tuck Christy into bed, like totally oblivious. So I thought it was pretty cute how that like worked out. I do hate having possessed Sims though. It's kind of a pain, but whatever. All right, so here we are in Christy's room. Christy's room is very bright. It's very happy. Christy is an overall happy Sim. She's an active Sim, and so there is a playset in the back for her to swing on. But I kind of imagine that maybe she wants to be in the military herself when she gets older, or maybe she wants to do professional sports. I'm not quite sure, but yeah, she's just a very happy, go lucky girl, and she's kind of friends with everybody. And I think even though she's really going to become good friends with Jackson, I think there's going to be a part of her that's kind of like a little bit turned off by him because he's like, I think Jackson's gonna end up being like the kid that everybody's like, why is he so crazy? And he's gonna be the one like in a bunker someday in Strangerville for whatever reason. I don't know. So yeah, that's what I was going for. So Christy's bedroom is really super cute. I stuck a desk in here, I stuck a play chest in here, and then of course like a little area for her to build blocks. And then she also has a crafting table at the end of her bed as well. It's very just like pink and yellow. I don't really know like how I came up with that theme. Like I said, things don't really match in this house. So Um, yeah, it was just interesting, just like throwing everything together. But it all turns out really nicely. I love the rug that I put in this bedroom, because it's just so colorful and there's just so many colors in her bedroom and it's just really sweet and darling and just a little girl's bedroom. So, this is the rug that I end up going with in like this blue color. And it just, I don't know, it just works with everything, even though it's a little bit wild. So here I am back in the living room and I had to turn my sheets on and I add a few more things in Christy's room. I think like a shelf and a bear and maybe another picture, I think, or like two pictures. I don't remember. Um, but yeah, I just felt like she had a blank wall over here and I really wanted to like fill it with something. Her room is probably the most cluttered out of all of the rooms. Everything else is just like put nicely together. I thought it would be really fun to make like a military base and it would be really cool to have like military housing. So I thought about doing something like that. I'm not quite sure yet, but that's been kind of an idea that I've tossed around a little bit. So who knows? We might get some military housing in Strangerville. We'll see. So yeah, here I just add like a little bear on her shelf. I add a little hobby board, I think is what I put over here, yeah. And then some curtains, and then we go back into the living room. Those curtains are really colorful too, so her room doesn't match at all, but it's really cute regardless. So here in the living room, I was gonna put an end table, but I was like, we already have an end table here. So I decided to go with a chessboard as well. I did not put any exercise equipment in this home. And the reason is because with my Strangerville Country Club, there is actually a gym in the bottom. So Strangerville does have a gym now. Yay! So your Sims don't necessarily have to have like a treadmill or anything in their homes. But yeah, and then I just kind of like fill in a few spaces around here. Like I put a plant next to the fireplace. It does kind of seem like it's really bare, but it's really not. I just think that it's just clean. So, yeah, it was a little bit different. Like I kept looking at it and thinking like, oh, this is bare, but it's not bare at all. It's just that I'm used to like over cluttering everything. So here I am just working on the entranceway. I stick a shoe rack and then a coat rack and just a few pictures over there. I stick a plant over here beside the fireplace. And then I do end up beside the master door taking that dresser that I think we got with Jungle Adventure. I really love that dresser and I just put it over here. It's so pretty and you can put it almost in like any type of build. You can have it in like a traditional home, a modern home, and it just works with everything. So I did kind of copy that and put it over here. So then in the master bedroom, I guess you could say, they don't have their own master bath. This is just a one bath home. I went with like a light tan color and I end up picking out this bed that's like brown with blue wood. So I kind of stick with the blue wood in the room. And yeah, it doesn't match the rest of the house. It doesn't really go with the theme. I think most of the stuff came with cats and dogs that I use in the room and like some season stuff. And I think like I put like a laundry like a laundry pack, like the little shelf that has like the baskets and stuff in it, I stack in the room and it does turn out really nicely even though it doesn't really like match anything else. The room is also kind of bare too because again, I just like the idea of having it really like clean cut, kind of like they are. They're just really clean cut, like simple people and yeah, that's what I was going for. So I absolutely love to stack those little end table things. They're so cute when they're stacked because I feel like it just makes for like really good storage. Like if you were to make a closet or something, you can just like stack them in there and it's just like a really easy way to, I don't know, like liven up a room or just add like a little bit of extras to a room. So here I am just putting in a few decorations. I put some plants on each side of the bed. I add some lamps, and a rug. I wanted to go with that like wicker rug at first, but it didn't really like fit right in this room. Even like if I sized it up, it was like too much, and then yeah, it was weird. So I go with this white, almost like what do you call it, like a fur rug, I guess. And it turns out pretty well though. Like their room is really cute. I love the lighting in this house, by the way, and then them just living in Strangerville. I have a really awesome screenshot which I'll put in the end of their house, and the moon is actually going down and it's like right behind their house, and it is absolutely gorgeous. So I really enjoy Strangerville is not my favorite town, but I do love the lighting in Strangerville, and I love like just the like aesthetics of it. It's so good to take pictures in and so good to get really good screenshots in. So yeah, I have some super cute screenshots as well. And I'll also throw in a screenshot of them watching their movie in their pajamas right before mom is possessed, because I just thought it was really funny and really cute. One of my favorite things is to like at the end of the day when my Sims have finished homework and dinner and showers, I love to just have them all put on their pajamas and sit as a family and watch a movie. I just think it's so cute and it's so realistic, and it's like little family time, and they sit on the couch and they chat or like eat popcorn or something. It's so cute. So here I am just finishing up the bathroom. I add a rug in there, and then coming to the outside of this home, I didn't really know what to like what kind of plants to put in here. I wanted more like desert plants, but also there's a little bit of greenery on their area. So I did add a couple bushes because I just felt like it went with the greenery. It doesn't all have to be like desert type plants. And then I think this lot has like 3 trees. So I was actually able to get some trees on here. And I put those posts around the home for just a little bit of extra decoration. And then, yeah, you'll see the front kind of come together. I add a window in there, and then just taking some of the plants, and just moving them around. Like it looks really good. I didn't fence it in because I didn't feel like it should be fenced in with the land around it. I wanted it to kind of flow. Most of my houses, I do that. I really like them to like flow into the land behind them. So that's what I was going for, and I didn't really want that cut off. So here I tried to add some like different grass in here, and I was like, this does not match at all because there's like sand around everything. So I do end up just leaving it the way it is, and I put like a walkway and of course some dirt around here, which gives it a little bit of character. The walkway doesn't really like go to the sidewalk, but oh well, it is what it is. And then here I am just mapping out where I want to put my plants, and I end up actually deleting the one in front and just putting like a whole bunch of bushes in front of there because it just fit, I felt like, and it really kind of made the house, I guess, like, I don't know how to explain it, like look, okay, so I feel like it looked normal, and I feel like that's something that like the Strangerville military wants to do. They want everything to look normal. They want everybody to fit in. And so this is like the perfect little home minus the picket fence. And so that's kind of what I was going for. I just wanted everything to like look like a happy little home, and it's all normal. So I do play around with the plants a lot, and you'll see me like delete these and try something else. And it took me a while to really like figure it out. But once I figured out the main plants that I was going to use, I do use those throughout this build. So, yeah, I wanted it to be like a little bit consistent there. So I end up leaving like some rocks laying around because if you notice the land around them, there's tons of rocks, and they're like the big red rocks. Unfortunately, our rocks don't come in that color of red, but they do come in like a brown and then like an orangey kind of tone. So, yeah, I kind of went with that, like the brown color. Yeah, and then here I am just placing some more flowers around here. I wasn't really sure how I wanted it to work out, but I think it turned out pretty cute in the end. It's not like overly done. Again, I wanted it to look simple, but like a cute little family home. So I added this tree in here, and those are the trees. That's like it's not a dry pine tree. I can't remember the name of it, but it's like a dry tree, and I feel like it looks like it's like a mesquite tree maybe, and I feel like it looks like a lot of the trees around Strangerville. So, again, just trying to fit in with the rest of the neighborhood. I didn't want to put like a big oak tree or something out front, because I feel like they probably don't get a lot of oak trees that grow like that in Strangerville, and I wanted it to be a little bit more realistic. So over here is like a larger garden bed that I did, and I filled it up with basically the same flowers that I stuck out front. and I add a couple rocks in there as well. I think I add like those, yeah, those little red flowers. Just kind of like gave it a little bit of a pop to it and gave it a little bit more color. So yeah, that's pretty much the front yard. And then moving on to the backyard, I just map out a little patio area, somewhere for them to put a grill and a table for them to sit in. And then I really like it because I made the table have like a yellow umbrella, and then they have like the yellow swing set. So I just like how it like kind of all flowed together. I didn't realize that we had that much yellow content, but we really do, and it's like bright yellow. So I was pretty pleased about that. This is a little patio area, and I think I put some bushes back there. I don't remember. But here I am adding the swing, and when I saw that it came in the yellow swatch, I was so excited. And Chrissy is already out back, so it's like she knew she was waiting for her swing. So, like I said, she's a pretty active kid, so she's gonna spend a lot of time playing outside. So yeah, I have a schedule for my Twitter, like I said. So just to go over that again, make sure that you follow me on Twitter. I will put a link down below. So my schedule is Monday through Saturday. I will be having my Not So Berry Let's Play up every day. Fridays and Saturday nights, I plan on streaming. I don't know what I will be streaming. It could be cast challenges, or it could just be different things with casts in my game file. Could be a speed build. Could be like a mini Let's Play. I don't know yet. I haven't quite decided on that. So be sure to follow me on Twitter to keep up with all of that, you guys. And yeah, I really hope that you enjoyed this house. I can't wait to go over the Strangerville backstory with all of you guys and just show you all of the fun townies that I have made or just redone. It's been so much fun. Like, as much as Strangerville is not really my favorite pack, like I said, I've really enjoyed kind of doing the backstories of all these Sims because they're different and they're fun and they're a little bit kooky. So I really do enjoy that. And I'm just going to add a few more trees out here. I think I put like one more tree here. And yeah, that's pretty much it for this build. So like I said, you guys, be sure to check out some of my other speed builds, especially my other Strangerville speed builds. I have a Stranger Green, which is the home that Jackson and his mother live in, and then I have the tour of the country club that I did, which I'm really proud of. So be sure to check all of that out, you guys. And if you like my content, make sure to subscribe to my channel, hit the notification button. You'll be notified anytime I upload something. And then yeah, like I said, follow me on Twitter, follow me on Twitch. I will be there for you guys. And yeah, so this is pretty much